Oh man, today we're Risk Taker Podcast. Today we're doing a live interview, man, with a good friend, a brother, man, KARVIN, LaSalle, man, aka Dude Western. Man, go on the phone, introduce yourself, man, let everybody know who you are.
What's going on, man? My name is KARVIN and I operate under Dudes Western. You know, I carry a line of exotic skin boots and jackets.
Okay, just starting out, man. Let me know, like, growing up, man, like, what area you grew up in?
I grew up in Cedar Grove. You know, I grew up on the east side of Cedar Grove. Went to 81st Street, went to Atkins, went to Linwood, and graduated from Woodlawn.
And now you located where?
I'm in Dallas, Texas.
And just off the top, man, what made you leave Shreveport, man? Did something happen or something like that? What made you, change location?
I left Shreveport like in '98. I had one of those what you call coming to Jesus moments. You know what I'm saying? And had to make a decision was I going to stay here or if I was going to try to do something productive with my life. So I had reached out to a aunt of mine that was living in Grand Prairie at the time, and made a decision to go to college. You know what I'm saying? Ended up going to the Rock for like a couple years. You know what I'm saying? That's how I ended up in Dallas.
So right there in Dallas, man, like you figured it was a smooth transition, or when you first got out there, like how was it?
Man, really coming from Shreveport to Dallas, it was like, it's kind of like Christmas almost, man, because you got everything available to you.
Right.
Back in the '90s, man, a lot of things were limited to us here. I could go out there and get what I want. You're in a big city, don't nobody know who you are, so, you just an individual there. Here, if you're at home and you move in a certain type of way, you're under a microscope.
Gotcha.
You go to the big city, man, you just another fish in the pond.
It's a big city, bright lights. Huh?
Yeah, that's all it is, You stay in your lane and do your thing.
And then when it came to the boots, man, what made you just come up to want to start doing the boot thing, man? 'Cause like right now you on fire with it, man. We get calls all the time, man, and I talk to you pretty much, on a daily basis, and hell, I know they moving. Like, what convinced you like to just get up in that game?
I was a consumer first. I was actually wearing boots first. And it got to the point where I felt like certain things didn't represent our culture as far as boots.
Right.
And then I was a part of the motorcycle community for a while. And a lot of those cats like the boots, and the big thing, if you look at some of the boots I have here, most of them basically all of them have rubber soles on them.
Right.
Not the hard leather soles. So, I kind of made up my mind, man. I spent some time in Florida doing some work. And I was just like, man, when I get back to Dallas, I gotta find me something else to get into, something constructive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's where I decided to look into owning a boot business.
Okay, and like it's just right off the top of your head, man. If it's a person that you can give a shout out for, man, that you tip your hat out to, man, that showed you the game, man. Who would it be?
Man, you know what, man? I'm gonna break it down like this.
Okay.
Right? I get my work ethic from my grandfather. You know what I'm saying? So, growing up, my grandfather worked at Arkley Gas at night and he had his own lawn service during the day.
Okay. So,
and that was my mother's father. And he had 6 girls. You know what I'm saying? And growing up, then none of us pretty much went for everything, man. My grandfather held it down.
Right.
So, that was, he set the bar for myself, for me and some of my other kids. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay.
And then, when I started kind of, I guess how you say when I came off the porch,
right.
You know what I'm saying, and started moving around and doing my own thing, I was blessed, to have older homeboys that looked out for my best interest.
Right.
I can honestly say I ain't never had somebody that I would consider a big homeboy give me any bad information.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And even to this day, a few of them support my business.
Gotcha.
On a regular basis, so it's cool. You know what I'm saying? you know, sometimes, man, you know, we hit certain points in life, man, but I can honestly say, I've been up and down, man. I got a blessed life, man. You know
Real
what I'm saying? I got some solid folks in my corner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That help keep me humble and straight. So,
Gotcha.
you know what I'm saying?
And to route the dome, man, just about how many pair of boots you own yourself? Like, I mean, just in your closet, when you get home, how many pair you own?
My personal stash, I probably got about 50, 55.
50, 55.
Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite pair?
Man, you know, I'm big on stingrays, man. Stingrays got my heart, man.
Hey, man, hey, don't time we want to get there.
Yeah. Stingrays got my. That's what I got on right now. Some stingrays.
Okay.
You know, these right here, one of my favorites too, is this black and blue. That's actually the belly part of the alligator. So,
Okay.
you know, and that's another thing too. I have a couple of vendors that I deal with. I get skin from, so I try to get something for my customers that's not available retail. So, you know, what I provide to them, they won't be able to go in the store and buy it. I say maybe 90% of it you won't be able to buy. And you know, I got some amazing customers, man. They help keep me going creatively because they want something that don't nobody else have.
Right.
You know, that'll be the second part of the conversation. You the boot man, yeah, I need something that don't nobody else have. But I need it to be fire. I got you what you want. You know, what your budget looking like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we can go far with it. You know, just
Way up there.
yeah, just depending on their budget. You know what I'm saying? I can make it happen.
So all these right here, these different.
Yeah, everything
One
is
is on the table.
Yeah, I'll bust these down.
Yeah, but bust it down for them and let them know, man. Probably like a, you know what I'm saying, that they can see up there, man, like a little ballpoint figure. You know what I'm saying? I know it ain't gonna be right on, but we'll start from number one and just explain like what type of boot that is and.
Okay, this right here is this is a Paruku fish. You know, it got the No Rules, No Dues logo on it. Shout out to my boy Geechee Dan for these right here. Something like this would probably start at like 700.
About 700?
Yeah, like
okay.
700. You know what I'm saying?
And those right there.
Yeah, this is some green American alligator with the tool leather. This is actually was done by hand. This leather, this design is actually hand carved and hand painted. Something like this will start probably around about 8, just depending on what you want on it. You know what I'm saying? The level of detail. You know, so these start about 800. These right here, this is actually American alligator as well. This portion of the boot, if you look at it, the scale is real large. This is the bottom part of the tail on a giant alligator. And these probably start about 11.
11, okay.
Yeah.
But that's a lot here, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite pairs. This is one-on-ones, you know what I'm saying? I do that sometimes, man. I make one pair and that's it. But these are a black alligator as well, black and blue. This is the belly part, the actual stomach part of the alligator. These will probably start about 5. And these right here, these are elephant. These start at 6. These are stingrays as well. This is probably like my second favorite pair. You know what I'm saying? These are a little bit different. These are stingray at the bottom, and the top is actually ostrich.
Man.
You know, so something like this would probably start at like 1,000.
So you got that, that's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah, 2 exotic skins on one boot. You know, I've done a couple of ropers like that as well. But yeah, this is like my second favorite pair of boots. And then this right here, this is actually black. This is a hornback. This is hornback Cayman. This is actually kind of like from the back part of the neck all the way back to the tail right here. and this is actually the stomach part. So this whole entire boot is alligator. You know, there's no regular leather, no cow, no nothing else. This whole boot is alligator. Even the pull straps is alligator. And then I actually have these two pairs. This is actually hornback as well. This is electric blue, and this is a lace up that I carry as well. And this is this top part is ostrich as well. So this is alligator and ostrich together. And then I actually have this lace up. This is probably like my favorite pair. I'm a rattlesnake fan too. Man. So this is rattlesnake, diamondback rattlesnake lace up with they call it a Umbra Bruciato ostrich. You know, so this is ostrich and rattlesnake together. And I brought this one to kind of show like the level of custom detailing that can be done. So it's just a matter of, you know, what your imagination is. You know, whatever you want can pretty much be done. And this is actually a black caiman tail, and this is actually a flat rubber sole on these.
I was looking at that, man. Yeah. All of them like that, man. I know the bottom of a boot, you normally have that
hard leather.
Yeah, the hard leather.
Yeah, that's the hard leather. Actually, when to me, the hard leather would hurt my feet probably after about 5 or 6 hours. So I started going with rubber soles. You know, this is actually they call it a track sole. You know, so like if you ride motorcycles or stuff like that, or if you got to climb into a lifted truck, they work well for hopping in your lifted trucks. Or if you want to, you know, if you want to look fly while you're kicking gears on your bike, you know, this sole is perfect for that.
Right.
You know. So yeah.
And like just looking at the rubber sole, man, like I mean, that just something you thought about, or I mean.
Well, the rubber sole came from our motorcycle customers.
Okay.
You know, because you know nowadays, man, you know, these cats is getting these bikes, putting 20, 30 racks in them. You know, they want to look good while they shifting gears.
Right.
You know, so, you know, that's my job. I tell them all the time, like every weekend I'm at a different function. I let them know, say, man, it's my job to help you look fly while you're kicking your gears. You want to lean sideways on that thing? Hey, we'll make sure your feet right. You know what I'm saying? So.
Another question, like, man, just by being a businessman, your own businessman right now, like, I know you can deal with, man, thousands of customers, thousands of different people that hit you in your inbox about it, man. Just what is like one thing that like come over and over that can make you angry? You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, is it they trying to put a price on your product, or?
I try not to let nothing, you know, get to me like that, because, you know, I understand that a lot of times stuff can come out the wrong way.
Right.
You dig? So, and a lot of times, man, people just don't know. They see nice stuff and they just don't have a clue on how do you go about getting it, what they need to do, or how much it costs. You know, because there's a ton of folks sell boots. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, everybody's price is different. But one thing that I do, a lot of people don't have them handmade for the customer. So, you know, whenever someone orders something from me that's custom, it's going to be made specifically for that individual. It's not going to be where I go pull it off a shelf or get it from a warehouse and stick a rubber sole on it. That boot is going to be solely constructed for that individual. So, you know, so they can have a sense of pride, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like having nothing that's for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the kind of experience I try to provide to folks. But, you know, you got a lot of people, man. I have people, man, that, you know, especially with like the internet, a lot of people aren't comfortable with sending money.
Right.
You know, stuff like that. You know, so you're going to get a gang of questions, man. That's the customer service piece of being a business owner.
Just being a big business owner, like right off the top, I mean, what's your biggest strength?
My biggest strength, man, probably just being patient. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, God gave me the gift to be patient. You know, and I understand too, man, you know, sometimes you just have to wait your turn.
Right.
You know, but you have to be prepared for when it's your turn. You know, you can't sit back and try to continue to criticize other folks that got it right now. you know, shit, just work on your craft, and when it's your turn, shit, you mash the gas on.
Man, a dude told me one time, man, he said, man, look, if you out here grinding, man, if they drop that ball, pick it up and run.
Yeah, that's what you supposed to do.
He said, never get caught.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Keep going.
Keep moving. You know what I'm saying? Shit, we all, you know, and that's the thing, man. You know, there has never been a business in history that hasn't had any turbulence. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have ups and downs and stuff like that. But I think my biggest motivation, man, is just the amazing customers that I have.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that keep me going creative wise. And want to bring something different to the table, because people call me with all type of ideas. You know what I'm saying? So some stuff I can do, some I can't. But it gives me an eye opener, like, okay, maybe it's a market for this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I started pushing the lace ups, man. A couple cats, they love the lace ups. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wear them, but I don't wear them as much as I wear maybe these two.
Right. In 5 years, what can you see yourself in 5
Man,
years?
5 years, man. You know,
5 years of grinding, 5 years, I mean, I know some days you go with no sleep, you know what I'm saying? I mean.
oh yeah, because I mean, don't get it twisted. I'm a business owner, I still work.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm not rich. I'm cool, but I ain't rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, but, you know, I mean, I think it's part of just my makeup. The way that I seen my grandfather do his thing.
Right.
You know, I have to have more than one thing going for myself. But for 5 years from now, man, I just want Dude Western to be on the commercial side of things. You know, I'm looking into getting my own building. You know,
Right.
doing my own thing.
So like if you decide, man, to go like pretty much like nationwide with it, I mean, to get access to that, do you have to go through like a bigger like distributor and anything like that? I mean,
Nah, man, you know what, man? I got blessed in you know, man, I got a nice little old staff in Mexico where my boots are made. You know what I'm saying? My boots are made in Mexico. They're not even made over here.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I got access to a whole boot factory in Mexico. So, you know, they go there, they go through a process. So that's why, you know, and I guarantee everything I put out. Shit, if it ain't right, I can make it right. I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? Because my goal is to make sure that my customers are happy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I don't want my name attached to anything that isn't right anyway. So, you know, I mean, that's the passion about it. You know, I'm not just in the game to make money. You know, the money is the bonus.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you serve the people what they want, it is right, the money gonna come.
Right.
The money gonna come, man. You know, so.
So I mean, how often like I know guys buy, but do you have like a lot of women that reach out to you to buy boots?
Female?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I get a lot of females reach out. I do female boots as well. They might give them one for their own man or for, you know, whatever man in their life, or they might want them for themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
And just off the dump, man, like some of the people on here, man, that want to get in contact with you, I mean, what ways they can get in contact with you? Like your Instagram?
Yeah, you can hit me up
Facebook,
on Instagram or Facebook. Facebook is Dudes Western, and Instagram is Dudes Western Wear.
Okay.
You know, and I'm also working on a line of jackets as well. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's gonna be something that I'm looking to get into.
Those the ones you have over here?
Yeah, it's a couple, man. You know, this is what I'm gonna start off with. So, you know, if you wanna go out on night on town, this is a leather and alligator together. You know what I'm saying? So this is the beginning of what I'm gonna bring to the table. And I'm also into looking at getting some stuff with some mink, you know, carrying mink jackets.
Okay.
Yeah, this one is similar but just a different color, but you know, with something like this, you can get a pair of boots, you know, you know, you can rock this together with a belt. I sell belts as well, so, you know, put your nice fly outfit together for the winter. You know, stand out.
And like I said, I know you can't give a straight price, man, but like one of them jackets, what one of them jackets will run?
Something like that will start at $1,000.
At 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's man, that's nice.
I appreciate it, man.
And there's man coming through, man. Man, we at the end of the show, we got one question we ask, and that question normally be, man, is after all the risks you done took in life, man, from leaving Shreveport, going through everything you went through, going to Dallas, extending your life, you know what I'm saying, doing everything you're doing, starting your company, your business with your booth, working, grinding, man, reaching people nationwide, man. Do you think all the risks that you took were worth it?
Yeah, because risk also builds character.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's kind of like a measuring tool. So if you risk this and you want this, you know how far you can go. You know.
And this question here, we ask people, man, hey, and it's gonna put you on the spot. Out of everybody, I know you deal with a lot of people.
Uh-huh.
Man, 5 people that you can count on, they ain't gonna let you down, man. Not include me, but 5 people that you can count on, they won't let you down, man. And nothing against nobody. Hey, it's just 5 that you know. If you pick up that phone and call, hey, I ain't got a one that they gonna answer that phone or they gonna be there.
You know, my father. Man, I got some solid people, man. And I'm gonna just say this, man, because I get a lot of love and support, man. And I'm gonna just shout these people out. You know, I'm gonna start out when I first started selling boots. My first 3 customers, 2 of them was from the motorcycle community, and one of them was from, you know, the horse community. You know what I'm saying? You know, the entire second to none nation has supported my business. You know, shout out to Jay and Triple BC, Dallas, supported my business. You know, Maestro and 10 Toes Down supported my business. You know, Pastor Flo and the movement has supported my business. You know, and man, I just get love out here, man. I appreciate it. You know, I'm humbled by it.
Right.
I don't take nothing for granted, but those people that I named say, man, I'm good. Because one thing about some of those individuals, they're gonna tell me the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm going this, they're gonna say, hey, cuz, you need to come back on this side. You know, they're gonna set me straight. You know, and it ain't gonna be no, he hating and all this other stuff.
Right.
Because I trust them enough to tell me what's right. You know, and I will do the same thing for them.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You know, and I'm big on my faith, bro. You know, like I fast, I pray, you know, and that's what really have saved me from a lot of stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I put God first, bro. I don't be tripping.
Man, real talk. So let me, hey, is that door still open a little bit? Come back to Shreveport?
I come to visit.
No, I'm about to live, man.
I come to visit, dog. I got turned out by the city. I'm good.
So that door closed?
Pretty much. I come through and kick it. You know, I mean, you know, I always come through. I do turnaround trips.
Oh yeah, shit. You know I know that.
Yeah, I do turnaround trips. So, you know, I always come and kick it. You extend the invitation, I come through.
Already.
Yeah. Oh, one more thing. I want to say one more thing. I forgot a club. My 2 partners, man, from Rare Breed Shreveport supported me too. You know, and I got a couple of cats in Rare Breed Dallas that supported me too. So I can't forget the breed.
Okay. So your biggest buyers pretty much like the motorcycle club.
Yeah. And regular people, man, you know, it's regular folks that just like fly stuff too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, they always support me, dog. Always from the gate. You know, as soon as I put it out there that I was doing it, they came with it.
What I'm talking about, man.
And I give back as well. You know what I'm saying? I donated some boots with Pastor Flo for Christmas. You know, he gave away. You know, he did his thing with them. So, you know, I give back as well. Shit, you know, I ain't tripping.
And like the turnaround, like when somebody make an order, let's just say if some regular like oxford or some snake skin, what's the turnaround? Like if you're in Dallas and they in
Man,
Shreveport?
really with like the pandemic and some of the, cause like I said, they're made in Mexico, and some of the restrictions with things coming through the border, stuff like that, I would say I give myself 5 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
Sometimes it'll be way sooner before that, but that's just the expectation I set that way, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, man, we're gonna set it out, man. We appreciate you for coming through, man. You know, it's
Man, I
always
appreciate
love,
you for
man.
having me, man.
And you know, man, hey, you know, I hit you up pretty much on a daily basis anyway, man.
Yeah.
And I want to say thank you, man, coming by showing love the Risk Taker podcast, man. Shit. Until we meet again, man. Hey, appreciate it.
Hey man, I appreciate you having me, dog.